Look at how everything in the world, every tree, every plant, every sparrow, every ant, every bee, all in their own way, intent to act in preservation of the universe, naturally become a part of the world and belong to it. Will you not do that which belongs to a man? Will you not run to do what your nature asks of you? Marcus Aurelius. What's the job of a poet? The definition the poet gives determines the expectations the poet sets. It's possible to argue that a poet's work ends with expression through words. Poets who write for themselves can stop here. It's possible for poets to be content with filling a page. However, for poets who bring work into the world to share, another component is required, that of reach. These poets see the page as the construction site for a bridge spanning to an audience. These are the poets who are closer to achieving creative and financial independence. To achieve financial independence, in addition to creative independence, the poet needs to consider the person who is going to accept the book or the writing or any other offer the poet creates. Of course, the poet can also be their own audience. In this situation, the work may be finished, the bridge crossed, every time the poet eyes the line on their own. The work never needs to leave the room if I create only for myself. If finding other readers for work is instrumental for being a poet, though, then the duty of a poet does not end with a poem's creation. The creation is one brick to be laid with other bricks that eventually will be used by other people. The moment the poet realizes a poem is for another audience, another person, is the moment when the poet's job expands. Land is surveyed, cranes are called in, cement is poured. If a poem is to find its reader, the poet bears the responsibility of the search for the reader. This is not to say the work of a poet has to be solitary. The poet can find crane operators, masons, electricians, drivers, people who can help the poet reach the people. However, if the bridge never gets finished, the blame ultimately falls on the foreman of the art, who's the poet. For a poem to be created for an audience, but to not find that audience, is to desert a bridge while it is still under construction, to keep lumber under wraps, bags of concrete powder dry.